Doing well, and yeah, I mean, this certainly feels like a win that I don't know that it's a must win in a season like this, but it certainly feels like a can win in a season like this. And you do have a better roster. You do have some pretty good units on this roster. Just obviously not performing the way you want. And it's particular areas of struggle. So an opportunity here against the Jets, who are in fire sale and full-on tank mode, to go out and take care of business is what you're looking to do.
Indeed, indeed. Sorry about that. Apparently my mic was not working. What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? Again, I'm still Phil Nagy. He's Kit Nagy. We're Nagy on Sports. Trade deadline is over. Justin Fields going to get down the field with his legs, which we know he can do. 19 yards. Hopefully you can hear me now. Sometimes OBS likes to not have my microphone turned on for reasons unknown. But I appreciate you being on. Again, Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports in this one. And again, the fire sale was from one of these teams, but it was for the New York Jets, getting rid of Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams. They now have 5 first-round picks over the next 2 years to jumpstart their rebuild. But they did not get rid of Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. So clearly they want to have some pieces there on offense. And maybe they've decided what the rest of the league has decided, which is if you can't score, it doesn't really matter how good your defense is. So they traded some superstars in this one. Now pressure on the side. Now Fields will step up. Where is the defense? They're going to let him get another first down. 30 yards already for Fields' legs so far.
Yep, defense allowing for a large gaping hole there in the middle, getting pushed off their spot and losing it in the trenches early in this one. And that's certainly something they're going to want to get sorted out in a hurry.
Indeed, Fields pressure coming. He'll be sacked by Miles this time. Back to the 46-yard line. And I greeted all of you, but nobody could hear me, so I'll do it again. Welcome in Swag. Welcome in Jim. Welcome in Alex. Welcome in Christmas. Welcome in Carter. Welcome in Carcass as well. And Bang with Smoke. Good to have you on. Mr. Nagy and Mr. Nagy. It sounds like you're talking about our dads, to be honest. Pressure again, and Miles will get home back-to-back for 95.
And Myles Garrett doing what Myles Garrett does, taking the game onto his shoulder on his shoulders early in this one. Has 2 big sacks, and if he can have a multi-game sack or multi-sack performance in a game again, this might be a good opportunity for him. But man, look out, he's on a trajectory for a lot of sacks this season.
Yep, indeed. How about Mike Hall? Welcome back to the lineup. 3 sacks in a row. Buckeye on Buckeye crime, and the Jets will have to punt on their opening drive.
Yeah, a little success up the middle. The Browns kind of battened down the hatches there on the defensive line, found some pressure, and got home in multiple plays in a row.
Yes, Swag, we do remember 4.5, I believe, against Justin Fields, which was his previous career high until a week ago. All right. Well, many of us thought maybe the change would happen during the bye. That's the sim statistics for Gabriel. It's not much better in real life. But they are sticking with the kid for now. Not going to the other kid just yet. Maybe that back injury was ill-timed. We'll see. Quinshawn on the right side. Stiff arms his way, but isn't going to get past the cornerback, Azaria Thomas. Now cornerback number 1. Hey, Keith. Welcome in. Drive safe, my friend. And yeah, Alex, we talked about it a little bit on the Discord, which I know some of you are not on. D. Podesta getting hired by the Colorado Rockies. So I'm still not sure that most of Browns fans know exactly what he did, as Gabriel's going to escape the pocket, 25-30, and he'll dive down and make it 3rd and 3. But many of them are celebrating that he's gone, and I'm like, I don't even think you know what he did. But he's gone, and he was a baseball guy, so therefore not a football guy. Rah.
Yeah, I mean, what he really did was he was a key strategy officer. He predominantly brought about a large focus on the analytics side of things, and that was really what he did in baseball.
Yep.
I think he was working to try to do more of that in football, and we've seen successful models of that.
Yep.
The Eagles, in particular, have been very successful with that. But the Browns not as successful with it, and I don't know if that's DePodesta's fault per se, but he was the one in charge of that, and he brought that culture in particular.
Yep, right side throw and a drop. Jerry Jeudy. Stop me if you've heard that one before. Now out of the pistol here. Browns at the 40-yard line of the Jets. Posick snaps it back. Turn around, give it to Q. Q tries to go wide, and he can't. Cannot get around Brandon Stevens, former Raven. Now wide, probably cornerback number 1 here for these Jets. Former Penn State Nittany Lion. That's right, Tillman is back. You're right, Swag. Jeudy has had a very not good season. That is very true. 3rd and 12 now. It's empty. Gabriel has time. He'll fling it farther than he's flung it in a real game. Into double coverage, he's picked off. Coming back the other way come the Jets. To the 40, to the 45, to the 50-yard line, and good field position coming up now for the Jets is the interception from good old Andre Cisco, the safety. And I'm not even sure if he's on the team anymore. Did I miss a? Either that or he's not number 6 anymore, or their roster online is incorrect. Interesting. Well, there you go. Number 8 in the game. Maybe not actually on the team anymore. Andre Cisco. Yeah, he's hurt. Maybe he's hurt. Yep, there you go. On injured reserve. My bad, everybody. I should have checked closer. Anyway, he's got interception. Good job, Phil. Jets are going to take over. Boot action, quickly throwing to the right side. Jeremy Ruckert, former Buckeye, is going to take a shot from Devin Bush, former Wolverine, 2nd and 10. Again, do appreciate everybody being on. Yes, that Cisco, you are correct. Across the middle for a first down, Breece Hall. Again, did not trade him, did not, in theory, take offers for he or Garrett Wilson, although I'm sure teams called once the fire sale looked like it had started. 1st and 10 up to the 37-yard line. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Good to have you on with us. Only place on YouTube you're going to find these simulated sporting events with live original commentary over the middle and knocked away by Hickman. Covering Garrett Wilson. There's just Buckeyes all over the field right now. Hickman covering Wilson on a pass from Justin Fields. Well, Carter, if it's going poorly, we might end the game, but we're trying to recreate reality here, and he is not going to play or start on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I don't know that we would expect to see him in a game like this. I mean, outside of Dylan Gabriel getting hurt,
right?
Don't expect that we'd necessarily see him in a game like this.
Big run up the middle again for Fields. Now 45 yards on just 3 scampers, and he'll point himself towards a first down. They're inside the 25 on this one. Same thing, you'll see no Carson Swessinger. Again, he's got the high ankle sprain. He's out for a couple of weeks here. Not on IR, but not probably going to play this weekend. Everybody else, I think, for the Browns that was questionable should be able to give it a go after the bye week, including Tyson Campbell as well. Man, you didn't have to do that, Carcass, but thank you, buddy. Appreciate that very much.
Yeah, definitely appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
Hopefully that's not the money you raised on your charity live stream. Like to pass Fields. Fling it left side. Tipped away by the aforementioned Tyson Campbell, who's been a really nice pickup, actually. I really like what he's been able to bring. And
yeah, he brought a different...
he's under contract, which is what Newsome was not.
Yeah, well, that's a big difference, and he brought a different energy to that room. I mean, you see him on plays. It's the defense going to get home at the end. David McGuire with a big sack up the dome. But yeah, he brings a different energy to that quarterback room. He really fits opposite Ward nicely because he's got, if you're avoiding Ward, you're going towards Campbell. Campbell has made some nice plays. He's got that big body, large frame, and he's able to make some big play. Kind of like what you were seeing out of N.J. Emerson on the first year he came in. kind of has that similar feel, though, and that was a really good tandem. So certainly like seeing that out of Tyson Campbell.
Sure was. The ageless one, Nick Folk, kick is up, kick is good. And the Jets take the first lead of the day coming off of the interception. Dylan Gabriel threw it up into double, maybe even triple coverage. Here comes Gage Larmanet. He'll try to wiggle his way past the 20, near the 28-yard line, and Gabriel back out onto the field. Now, if he gets crazy in-game nerf like Madden likes to do, we may have no choice but to pull the old gang skis. And he did not play well 2 weeks ago. We know that, and I wonder if Shedeur had been healthy, no back injury, if they would have made the move. I don't know that, but I can speculate. Cedric Tillman, welcome back with a catch for 7 yards. Empty backfield again for the kid. Gabriel. Four-man rush coming. They take care of it. He'll step up in the pocket, throw a rope over everybody's head. Late flag. And pass interference, assuming that's going against the Jets, even though he'll point the wrong way. And there he is, Azariah Thomas. Bailout PI. That flag came out really late. Gabriel out of a shotgun again now. Stepping up, he'll fire short to the left side to David Njoku, who is happy to not be traded on Tuesday. If you saw his presser, quite exuberant about being a Cleveland Brown. And then he'll go into an illegal formation and/or false start. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Browns. Into Jet territory now. Gabriel in a shotgun here. Back to pass. Decent protection. He'll move a little bit away from Jermaine Johnson, but he'll still get the sack. Former first-round pick. But the last time that the Jets had 3 first-round picks, Jermaine Johnson, the pass rusher, was one of them, and he's going to get home and set up a 3rd and very long. Back to pass, Gabriel. Fling it, deep shot again. Watch out, into traffic. 2 guys and 3 Jets, and incomplete.
Yeah, it seems like the Browns' offense here has been working a lot towards just shot plays down the field, and not really trusting this offense to develop, the openings in the defense and forcing the ball downfield, which has not been very successful thus far, resulted in some incompletes and an interception downfield.
And not accurate to what the Browns actually do in their offense.
No.
They are checking it down at an alarming rate so far this season. Base defense in for the Browns, including Diabate. Pressure coming. Wow, Fields just absolutely rocked as he threw that one away. Alex Wright was coming in a hurry, getting past Ola Fashuno, the Penn State left tackle pick from last year.
He was fortunate to get that ball out of his hands.
Brees Hall with a nice gain of 9, sets up a 3rd and 1. Collins mixing it up a little bit here. See that mix of Collins, Graham, and Hall, that 3-man rotation in the middle. Very excited about it. Heavy set for the Jets now. And Fields will fall over his right guard and get the first down. Seen that quarterback sneak be fairly successful, both in this and in the college game. Again, appreciate all of our subscribers. You guys are the very best. We're up to 1175, most we've ever had, which is just incredible. Thanks for those of you who are hitting the thumbs up button as well as we continue to grow our sim audience. Is Jerome Baker. Probably going to get a few more snaps with the injury to Schlesinger, and he absolutely baptizes Brees Hall. Wendell, that's a good question. I actually haven't looked. My guess is probably even on the road, or maybe it's less than the traditional 3-point home, which does mean technically they're fair. I don't know. Stretch it to the right side. Brees Hall, easy pickup. Nobody's going to touch him for 15 yards before Hickman gets there, and another first down for the Jets. Browns get it to 3rd down and get gashed in the run game. A very talented Brees Hall. Shotgun play now. Fields stepping up. More green grass in front of him. This time he'll slide right in front of the first down marker at the 28-yard line. Jim says Browns -2, so they are the favorite. And Breece Hall will get another first down. Miles Harden makes the tackle. That could be it for the first quarter. It's not been a really exciting first quarter.
Nope.
Unless you were a Jets fan. They lead 3-0 here. Their rookie head coach, Aaron Glenn, former Jets player. 2 running backs in the backfield. They will not worry about snapping it. Now, the only thing I wonder about with the Jets and their full tank for sure, getting rid of those superstars to accumulate all those first rounders, especially the 3 first rounders in 2027, which is that could be a historic draft when you have Arch Manning, Julian Sand, Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams, Colin Simmons. Like, there's going to be all these kids are like they're super sophomores now, or the juniors that want more seasoning. But I always just wonder if the GM who makes all those trades is going to be the GM who actually gets to make those picks, or if he will lose his job prior.
Yeah, we saw it with Farmer and Dorsey, right?
Yep.
Because there was a war chest of picks.
That's right.
Kind of put together, and Dorsey was the one who was allotted that as another failure in the middle of the line there.
Yep.
With defense allows Jets in for a touchdown. Breece Hall able to score, but there's some poor defensive effort here, getting blown way off of his mark, and the gap integrity there definitely lacking.
That's Armand Membao, their rookie right tackle. I think they took in the first round this year. So yeah, we'll get to see Woody Johnson, kind of loose cannon as an owner as well. You never know what he's going to do. So who knows what it'll look like in 27. But depending on how bad the Colts and or the Cowboys are, there is a legitimate chance that the Jets could actually draft like Julian Sand and Jeremiah Smith, which would be redonkulous.
I mean, look what Dorsey did with this. I mean, that was the Baker Mayfield and Denzel Ward, Nick Chubb draft.
Yep. It's a pretty good draft.
Yep.
Pretty good. All right, Browns. We need to do something on offense. 103-23 right now is not very good. Motion coming from Tillman. Turn around, give it to Raheem Sanders. Actually, fake it to Raheem Sanders, then throw it to Tillman. Here we go. First down to the 40, up to the 45. Little boot action and a nice gain for Cedric Tillman.
Yeah, going back to your bread and butter and trusting your process there. Good timing, route, and play.
Little RPO to the left side now. Thrash is wide open. 50 to the 45 to the 40 to the 35. And Jamari Thrash, who's actually your highest rated PFF wide receiver on this team, with a nice run after catch for first down Browns.
Yeah, good recognition on the RPO. The Thrash had very soft coverage. Good blocking downfield. Thrash does the rest.
Blitz coming. Late throw to the right side. He'll check it down to Isaiah Bond. Gone. Gets knocked out of bounds in a hurry, but holds on to the football, and they're getting positive yardage, which is all you can hope for, as Isaiah Oliver is the one who knocks him out. Gabriel again, back to pass. He'll step up. Now he'll throw short. Oof. Dangerous ball into traffic as Thrash had 2 guys on him. 3rd and 7. No, Wendell, he is not. Gabriel, he's got space. No, he will not be able to get past it. Posick couldn't hold the block any longer. And Michael Clemens will get the sack. And the Browns will stall out after a couple of nice first downs. I believe Elijah Moore is on the Buffalo Bills, if I'm recalling correctly, Wendell. He went there in free agency this year to play with Josh Allen. Looked like Gabriel was going to try to squeak through, but just couldn't get past that defensive tackle.
Yep, he is with the Bills.
There you go, thank you. Schmidt's kick is up, and Schmidt happens right through the uprights. And the Browns put points on the board. 10-3 here from East Rutherford, New Jersey. MetLife Stadium. And the Jets returning it from their own 3-yard line, wiggling across the middle, and then taken down is Isaiah Williams. Breece Hall's had a pretty good day. 10 catches, 62 yards in that touchdown. Those are rushes, not catches, Phil. That's all right. Crowd knows what you're talking about. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel here. Here comes Breece up the middle. Spinning off. Ooh, almost broke a tackle again, but nicely done by Devin Bush to hold him to the ground. You saw that statistic again because they take the team passing yards off of the sacks. He actually has negative passing yards as an offense. Fields has been sacked a bunch. He'll be sacked again as Miles gets a first half hat trick.
Yeah, Miles doing Miles things.
Yep. There you go, Alex. Also sporting the number 18 in Buffalo. 10:51 and counting on this second quarter clock. 3rd and long now. Can the Browns defense hold? We saw their offense get them some points, and they can, and it's Miles times 4. My, oh my, is he making these young tackles' lives miserable.
Yeah, he sure is. That one may be a half, but still he is getting home with a vengeance here and will not be denied. It is difficult work out there against 95, which is partly why he gets held every play and he still gets it done.
Yes, the game isn't sophisticated enough to hold him on every play yet. He might, Wendell. He might have 20 sacks and they could have 3 wins. Some boo birds, perhaps, or at least my headphones telling me there's a boo bird on the left side. Here comes Quinchon, stuck at the line again as Teller got blown up that time. Big Harrison Phillips in on the tackle. He's kicked around the league to a few different teams now here in New York. 6'3", 307, 8th-year player out of Stanford, getting home for the TFL. And Quinchon has not gotten going here. They're going to try and boot action out of it. Now Gabriel, he'll take off 40. Chased again by Jermaine Johnson. Did he throw it away from across the line? Yes, he did. Why not just run it? Oh, they're going to say Cam Robinson was an eligible man downfield. Oh, just a comedy of errors. That felt too real.
Yeah.
Gabriel just needs to run there. Yeah, maybe they should try putting Miles on offense. Pretty good tight end in the red zone. Back to pass, Gabriel. Pressure all over, and it'll be blitzed. It'll be sacked back to the 32-yard line. They were all over him that time. Tyler Barron, the rookie, out of the U, gets back there, number 94. And the Browns now with a 3rd and forever here. And the Jets with a 10-7 lead are going to be teeing off again. Really solid pass rushers, Jermaine Johnson and Will McDonald, able to get after it. Now Gabriel, 3rd and very long. Shuffling, heaving it deep as far as the kid can throw it into single coverage, and it's dropped by Isaiah Bond with Azaria Thomas all over him, and the Browns will punt.
Well, seen that a lot in this game, and it really hasn't worked any of these times.
I promise that the playbook is not just 4 verts on 3rd and long. Just seems that way. It's just the one they keep calling. There are certainly underneath routes there. Easton Mascarenas Arnold in on the tackle there. Defense may need to score in this one. Need to do something to kind of jumpstart the juice for the Browns. Miles certainly doing his part. You can see he's in the zone right now. Maybe Alex, maybe some situational coach mode next drive. Just kind of trying to get Q established is what I would really like to do. Let's look at Jeremy Ruckert, former Ohio State Buckeye, joining several of his Buckeye teammates. One of them taking snaps right now, Justin Fields. Been sacked 6 times in this first half. He'll give it to Breece Hall. Breece goes wide. 30, 35 to the 40. Browns. Oh, juke move. Watch out. Delpit lost his shorts to the 30, 30, 25 to the 20, and goes down at the 16. Breece Hall slicing and dicing the Browns defense. Oh.
Yeah, Campbell had to come from the opposite corner to make that play. That should never be the guy making the play downfield.
No. Man, Delpit got juked out of his jockstrap on that one. 2nd and 9. Motion coming from Garrett Wilson, who I do not believe has touched the football yet in this game. Pressure coming. He'll be hit as he throws, but still going to be... Oh, dropped by Alan Lazard at the 1st down marker.
Got to catch those. Those are gimmies.
Wendell, are you serious? So the Raiders kicker made a 78-yarder just now tonight? Like tonight's game? 78-yarder?
78.
That's insane.
78.
Maybe
No
it could have been
way.
like, maybe it was like 2 seconds left in the half or something, but
68, maybe, not 70.
he did it
In
Sunday?
record, 66, isn't it?
Yeah, it was not 78, but I think the NFL record is 66. I thought it was the guy from the Jags.
Oh, did he beat Tucker 66?
Yeah, no, I thought the kicker from the Jags it was against the Raiders, Wendell. And then the Raiders went for it in 2 and lost in overtime. But yeah, I think the dude kicked I think it was 68. But he did beat his 68,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, 68 I'll believe, 78.
Yes, there you go. Thank you, Alex, for backing us up. 68 is the record. And it was the kicker for the Jags against the Raiders. Here comes Quinchon right up the middle. Nice run for 12. More of that, please. As the Jets did convert a field goal on the previous drive. We're under 6 to go here. Fana lines up as a fullback. Turn around. Fake the handoff to Quinchon Judkins. He's got good time. Now he'll step up. He'll take the pocket. And he'll slide right down in front of Cisco. 43-yard line.
Yeah, I remember when hitting a 62-yarder was such a
Yeah.
big deal for Elam or somebody.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
Hit that 62-yarder for Denver that was like held as a record for
A long time.
long.
Yeah, it felt like the only place you could do that was in the old Mile High City.
Yep.
With the thinner air. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Gabriel in trouble. He'll move it. 40. 3rd and 6. He'll throw a deep shot into traffic. Waiting for it. Tipped it. Almost intercepted. The Chief was just standing there waiting for it. And it's incomplete. Ugh.
Well, the problem is he had to wait for it because he was trying to high point it because he didn't have enough arm on it.
No, he didn't.
Gabriel needed to put some loft under that, make the Chiefs run under it instead. If he actually throws it downfield past David Njoku, then you've got a touchdown, as opposed to the Chief having to wait for the ball to arrive because it's so badly underthrown that the high points at where he's standing is the best chance. And, it gives the defense all kinds of time to make a play on it.
Sure does. 13-3. And I forgot to go to situational coach mode there, Alex. That's on me. Another 3 and out and a punt. Actually, I guess they got a first down and then 3 and out. He's tackling space that time. Very quickly tackling the newest member of the New York Jets, John Mechie. Of course, Adonai Mitchell as well, who came over in the Sauce Gardner trade. But his first half has been all about that man right now, Breece Hall. 131 yards rushing and a touchdown, which is the difference in this game. And now Justin Fields, who's also run the ball well, as they're approaching 200 yards of rushing here in half number 1 against the Browns.
Well, and that's something this defense has been very good against in the run. So it would be surprising to see Breece Hall and Justin Fields have these kind of numbers against the Browns defense.
Hey, Felgen, welcome in. Go Browns indeed. 2nd and 12 here, 13-3. It's been a defensive struggle, except for Breece Hall, who's been very, very good with his legs.
I was going to say that Schlesinger has been a big part.
Yeah, I was going to say we'll see if Breece Hall does go off. It could be related to 49. But how about the 8th sack of the half? Mike Hall's got 2, and now Fields a little gingerly getting up. Because again, Mike Hall back in the regular rotation now.
Yep, that injury in particular, I think, will be felt quite a bit for the Browns defense. Unfortunately, probably most felt in the run defense because he had been an absolute stalwart in that run defense.
Mm-hmm. He really has. He really has. 3rd and 25 now. Back to pass, just floating it left side into traffic. Tyson Campbell, somehow it got caught! I thought Campbell picked it off, but Alan Lazard somehow comes up with the catch, and we reach the 2-minute warning.
That was pretty wild. I thought as well that Campbell had it.
Yeah,
instead,
went right through his hands.
Comes away with it.
Right through his hands. Josh Myers, the center, another Buckeye, snaps it back to Fields, fired across the middle, caught, short gain, and tackled immediately, and they'll go hurry up. That catch was made by a wide receiver whose number I do not have accurate, apparently. Fired over the middle, and finally Garrett Wilson shows up. You knew he would. He catches a big play, and they're inside the red zone now. The Jets going for the kill shot here at the end of the first half.
Yeah, a touchdown here. I mean, the game won't be entirely out of hand, but you certainly don't want to
With
give
our
that
offense,
kind of
it feels
momentum
like it
going
is.
into the locker room.
With our offense, it feels like that would be it.
Yeah, well, probably.
Reese all up the middle. Right. Yes. Yes, indeed. Now, Kit, we haven't talked much about it, and I might interrupt you if the Jets score a touchdown, but what, if any, difference do you think that the move to Tommy Reese calling plays does for the Browns' offense?
I mean, I don't know that you're going to see a lot of difference in it. It may be a little bit of a tendency breaker in that it might not be as obvious to the defenses as to what to expect coming. I don't know. I mean, I suppose we'll see if that's the case, and hopefully he is able to open up some more production downfield. The biggest thing with the way the offense is being run with quarterbacks with as little time as they have had in the pocket with the bad offensive line play has been defaulting to checking it down. You've got a rookie that doesn't want to make one mistake. Keep missing wide receivers downfield that are wide open, and before that you had a veteran that clearly with some good wide receiver play around him and better blocking somehow is able to get the job done. So it's just he was so. And being as statuesque as he was just getting taken and pounded so quickly. He just couldn't trust his butt to throw it out, get it out of his hands way too quick. Not left plays for that one. So, in terms of the play calling, though, it may not look all that different if it continues to be just check down city because of some of the other woes going on. But there's some potential that tendency breakers are part of that. Hopefully that will at least provide some spark.
Sure. That would be nice. A spark would be nice. But yes, a bad offensive line and the worst wide receiver room on the planet not helping with a quarterback who either can't or is unwilling right now to push the ball down the field. And up until the last game, at least he wasn't turning it over. But then he turned it over a couple of times, and it's like, well, now it's like I don't even want to put up with all the checkdowns if he's just going to turn it over.
Right.
So, all right, 20-3. Certainly not what any of us had predicted or hoped. The 1-7 Jets right now. And again, as I think Felgren put it on when he first popped on, does this mean that we're really winning because the Jets would then own a tiebreaker over us and our draft pick would improve? So it's tough to be thinking that way just to the beginning of November, but Browns fans are pretty darn good at it in this one.
Well, I mean, in terms of silver linings, if you want to take a loss here, that certainly does help for draft purposes. I mean,
it's very fair.
But it's especially to a team that you're giving another win that you're in competition for best draft picks in this draft. I mean, I don't know if this is necessarily the draft that you want the highest draft picks in.
No.
Really, it's the one after this one that is seeming to shape up to be the dynamo. But we'll see.
Yep. All the guys who are the can't-miss QBs at the top, Garrett Nussmeier, Arch Manning, none of them have played the way that we thought they would play. Even Lenora Sellers, who's just a physical freak, has had a pretty rough year as a quarterback and needs another year worth of seasoning. With these NIL deals, these dudes are going to go make $8 million to play in college. Why would they be a third-round pick and make the league minimum? Judkins with a nice run. All I'm doing is making them run the football, and so far it's been effective.
Yeah. Well, this offense is predicated on the run.
Sure are. They sure are. Stretches to the right side now. Judkins around the corner. Nice block by Fannin. 45 to the 40. First down again to the 35. Quinn, Sean, Judkins. Gabriel into a shotgun now. 12:58 and counting. Opening drive of the second half. They trail 20-3. RPO to the right side. Caught by the Chief and thrown out of bounds. Short gain, but They're moving in the positive direction.
And they're not running 4 verts.
And I have not called 4 verts for them to run now. Motion from Tillman from the right, handed off up the middle. Jerome Ford into the game, and he cannot get past Jamian Sherwood, the linebacker. 3rd and 8, Jermaine Johnson also there as well. And now we're going to have to throw it here.
He's probably going to offer you 4 verts. Actually, surprisingly not there on the first choice.
Yes,
surprising
indeed. It was there. You are not wrong. 3rd and 8. Sort of in field goal. Oh, it'll be a 50-yarder from here. Back to pass now. Gabriel. He'll step up in the pocket. Fired over the middle. A dig route to Thrash. First down. The nicest looking offensive play through the air for the Browns in that one. He stepped up in the pocket and threw a dart on the deep dig. Had plenty of gas for the first down.
Yep.
Pocket opened up really nicely for him there.
Yep, beautifully opened up on that dig route over the middle. Caught him in that 2-deep zone and just split the safeties.
Fired over the middle to Isaiah Bond. Juke move. First and goal. Browns, and that puts Gabriel over 100 in the game. Couple tight ends to the right. Fannin lining up as a fullback. Turn around. Give it to Q. May just run it 4 times with this guy.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. They're already wanting me to pass him. Try to spread him out, go into the shotgun here. Quinshaw on the right hip. Gabriel gives it to Q. Left side, touchdown, Browns! Into the end zone, a little coach mode. Maybe that'll get them inspired to hand the football off a little bit more. Quinshaw does a headstand.
One can hope.
One can hope indeed. One drive too late, right? That's what Alex is going to say. He's going to call me on the carpet for it. Kick is up from Schmidt. Kick is good. 10-20. Browns have cut into the lead. And let's see the defense come out on the football. I saved you from eternal torture. Wow. Didn't realize that such power here in calling those running plays. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel. We are in the 15th season of Browns Simmed Football. Wild to think that the channel has been around for 15 Brown seasons. We do about 3 per calendar year, and we've been around for 5 years, so that math checks out. According to me, 2 years now of Ohio State Sims as well. Buckeyes rolling in the sim as they are in real life. Another 40-point win last night against Purdue. That one's up on the channel if you want to check it out. Breece Hall, watch out, another big gainer, and he's got Ward to beat, and he won't. But now 163 yards for Breece Hall, just absolutely gashing the Browns right now.
Yeah, run defense has been really suspect in this one. Breece Hall having a day.
The power of Carson Swessinger, or lack thereof. Breece again. Big gainer to the right. Another juke move, and Hickman gets put on his bottom. Sheesh. It's like a young Barry Sanders out there. All these Browns defenders just falling over. Now they go to the secondary back. Davis. Isaiah Davis, second-year running back out of South Dakota State on the carry. Breece Hall right back into the game. Just keep giving it to him. I would. This time we'll be stuck at the line by Devin Bush and others, and now an important 3rd and 3. Cannot just give a touchdown right back. Fields now back to pass. He'll fire it over the middle. Caught right at the line. Tackle behind the line. 4th and inches. And they are able to keep him shy of the line, and Josh Reynolds, the veteran, gets tackled and goes down. He might also be hurt. Man, I thought I checked all of these stuff because they had all their trades, so I wanted to make sure they had the right guys. Let me not have Josh Reynolds anymore. Sorry, fam. Kick is up for Nick Folk and through the uprights. 23-10 now. Yeah, Josh Reynolds no longer on the Jets roster. Man, 2 foul balls for me here on this roster on trade deadline day. I spent like 2 hours getting all the trade deadline things worked out too. It is what it is. All right, Quinshaw. All right, Browns. Learn from me, Tommy Reese. Do what I did. Hand the ball off. Up the middle. Don't go. You can't run wide in this game. Or throw it. Stepping up in the pocket. He's got space. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Dylan Gabriel with a big scamper to the 46-yard line and a first down, Browns.
Well, he did run it. He just ran it on a broken pass play.
There you go.
That worked great.
RPO again to the left side to Fan and can't get around Cisco to safety. Just a 1-yard gain. The first touch of the day for Fannin, which is not enough. Gabriel again, back to pass. Hit as he throws, and he turfs it. Incomplete. Now big third down coming up for both teams here. Browns trailing by 13. Need to keep the momentum going. 4 receivers to the right. Back to pass. Gabriel will throw it deep again. And it's incomplete into double coverage. Why are they doing that? Why is it just that always what they pick? I'm going to take that play out of the playbook. 23-10 and the Browns will punt. After that nice scamper from Dylan Gabriel, they will fizzle out, and then Borquez will shank one out of bounds at the 22-yard line. So about a 30-yard punt.
I really never understood Madden's insistence on the four vert. The four vert as a scheme in the NFL is not run very often. It's
it's like the Hail Mary play.
I mean, you're not going to see it multiple times in a game.
He's tackled by Miles at the line. Fashions him over there. Try to lock
but if you listen to Madden, you can see it. I mean, according to Madden, it's ran, 15 minutes at a time.
Yeah. It's the go-to third and long call, apparently.
Yeah.
He's headed that way, Wendell, isn't he? 3rd and 1 coming up. Breece Hall, as we saw Josh Myers. They'll go heavy here, and Fields will run the QB sneak, which is... They don't have the tush push in the game, but the QB sneak is like guaranteed 1.5 yards every time. So it's essentially like the tush push. Here comes Breece again. He'll try the middle. Hey, a TFL. Malik Collins. Man, he's having a good year for the Browns. Good year for the Browns. 2nd and 11 coming up. They're at their own 33-yard line. Breece Hall into the game, stays in the game rather. 2x2 set of receivers, and Mason Taylor, tight end rookie out of LSU, and son of Jason Taylor. On the field. They're starting to get kids of the players who we were growing up with now playing. Fields, he'll step up. Nope, he'll throw on the run, and he'll be caught by Taylor. First down. He broke another tackle with Delpitz. And Bush makes the tackle, but a first down and move the chains for the Jets. Man, I really hope in real life the Browns defense isn't this much Schlesinger dependent. Because they look like a different team in this game, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do.
Heavy set, Andrew Beck, the fullback, into the game. They'll run behind him with Breece Hall, who doesn't even need him. Big juke move to the right side, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, and there's his 200 yards, and Breece Hall is just shredding the Browns today. Wow.
Yeah. Well, the problem with the run game being the dominant force for the Jets means you're taking lots of clock to do it, racking up lots of yards, and with as anemic as the Browns' offense has been, 20-29 now looking to go 31-10, you're still in the third quarter, still have a quarter to play plus some change, but yikes, you got a lot of mountain to climb here with an offense that has not looked the part at all.
No. 2:57 to go now, down 21. We'll go coach mode again, but I can only do so much. I only have 2 hands. And we can't really afford to just run the ball for a quarter and a half. So we'll try to set up some play action.
There's a big deal what the Browns are trying to do, particularly in the run defense. But I don't think this is realistic in terms of you're not just falling apart at the seams in the run game as far as it's out. I mean, we've seen Bush be very good in run defense. We've also seen some really good play from the D-line in run defense. We've seen some just really good run defense. And now Carson Schlesinger is kind of the central figure of, he's the one who's flying the ball all the time, every play. But it doesn't mean that he's the only guy that they either.
Well, that dive didn't work. It looked like he was trying to go deep again. He had 4 dudes running underneath routes, and he goes to the one guy clearing the defense out.
Because Madden.
You know what, Wendell? Why the heck not? 221 yards today for Breece Hall. Start him for your fantasy teams, everybody. Probably starting him anyway, but 31-10. Browns just getting bludgeoned in the run game, which feels very un-Browns-like. Somehow yet very Browns-like. Mason Graham with the TFL there. Gets through the gap. 90 seconds to go, third quarter, and the Jets going to try to salt this one away now at home. That'll take them to 2 wins. That'll drop the Browns to 2-7. Their teams will be 2-7, but the Jets will have the tiebreaker, obviously. Here at Nagy on Sports, again, appreciate you joining us. Even if it doesn't look great all the time, we appreciate you being here with us for the journey. Kit Nagy, Phil Nagy as well. This one's going to be picked off by the Warden, who jumped the route of John Mechie, and Fields gives us a small glimpse. Denzel Ward. Really nice play there. Good look at the replay. Looked like you ran the route for him, didn't it? Didn't it? All right. It can't get much worse, even though 5 points of rating says that it can. Here he comes. Sugar, sugar. 1 turnover apiece, and Sanders into the game with 36 seconds to go and a 21-point deficit. What could possibly go wrong? How about play action? Delivers a dot over the middle and incomplete. Oh man, if he would have just gone deep and scored on the first play, Madden would be in on the conspiracy. This apparent conspiracy theory that people have on why they're keeping Shador from playing. He's sacked this time. Right up the middle once again by Clemens. And all I say is, did you forget what he looked like against the Rams' 5th stringers, where he's ran for his life the whole game? That's the last example that we have of him playing football. So I don't think it's a conspiracy. They might just not think he's ready for it yet. But I do think we'll see him at some point this year. In the real season. You have to. You can't go into the draft and not have at least have a little bit of an idea of what he can be in a game situation. At least that's my thoughts of it. Especially if you're going to try to force one of these quarterbacks, Mendoza or Dante Moore or Garrett Nussmeier, Drew Aller or something like that. I'd rather take receivers and offensive linemen. Personally, it's so jarring with the no music during the break so we don't get any copyright strikes against us. It's so weird. All right. 3rd and 16, Sugar. What do you got? Back to pass. He'll be hit as he throws. It's a wobbly one, but it's going to be caught and then dropped by Cedric Tillman. So, new quarterback, same result. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 16. Why not? Look how the camera found Denzel on the sideline, like looking down, like, oh, this is what my interception netted us. Shot play, same, first down! Jamari Thrash with his 3rd catch. And a dot from Sugar has the Browns back in business. Oh, boy. It looked like freaking forwards again. Gee, Christmas. They just happened to catch the right zone defense for it this time, I guess. Oh, brother. Sampson going to go wide to the 20. Juke move. Subtle little juke move. Nice gain of 6 for Dylan Sampson on this one. Under 14. They got to hurry. If they want any real chance of it. You may need your defense to score here at some point, too. They'll run up the middle again. Jerome Ford nearing a first down. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Browns. That's an interesting stat. Today, 10. Season ranked 29. Oh, that's points given up. Season ranked, they're the 29th team. Is that what you're trying to say? Or that's the average they give up is 29? I don't know. 3rd and 1. Q into the game. Shador, blitz coming. Can he feel it? He will. Fired over the middle. Caught by Jerry Jeudy for a touchdown. That was a dart from Sanders to Jeudy, and the Browns have a pulse.
Well, a pulse is something.
Oh, boy. A Denzel pick, a 4th and 16 conversion, and now a one-handed catch by Jerry Jeudy, who's having a hard time catching it with 2 this year, but he'll just old school OBJ that thing with one hand. No desire to use the second hand. I don't need it. And a touchdown, Browns. And there's a little bit of time left. Defense, can you make a stop?
Well, again, I think this one also goes under the category because Madden.
Because Madden. One of these days we're going to get t-shirts, and the first one might just be because Madden, or we could get maddening. Then we'll branch off into our other catchphrases like sit down and warm like a communion suit. We'll be starting to become memes of ourselves. That's how you know we've been around a long time. Out of the I formation. Guess who? Breece Hall, but Miles will wrap him up. Right him to the ground. Like a rodeo participant? Cowboy? I don't know. A rodeoer? Rodeo? I don't know. I'm out of my league there. Fields, watch out. Big games. Big green spot to the left side. Punch that ball out, Alex. He can't. Another first down running. Fields might be over 100 with his legs as well. Double tight ends to the right side, but click, click, click goes the clock. Fields again. He'll step up, fire over the head of a Garrett Wilson. That was not very close. 2nd and 10. Quick throw to the right side. Out route, caught immediately and then dropped immediately by Devin Bush. Sets up a 3rd and long. Can the Browns get off the football field? (31-17). It's 3rd and 7. Browns really need to get off the field. Fields in trouble. He'll fire on the run. It's wobbly and it's picked. Oh, he couldn't hold on. Looked like it was going to be picked off by Ward. I'm not sure his feet would have stayed in bounds. The net result is the same, which is 4th down and punt for McNamara and the Jets. Browns did their job on defense. I swear the offense is like, or the defense is like, oh, they scored some points. We'll try hard this drive now. I know it's not quite that fickle, but it sort of just feels that way, I think. Shador with 11:25, down 14. In a shotgun once again. He'll give it to Quinchon. Nope, RPO. 2nd level throw to the Chief for 12 and a first down. That was a cool play. We haven't seen that one in a while. Still getting vastly outgained, but it may not matter. Points are what matter now. Quinchon up the middle. Gain of 7. Out of hurry with 10:30 to go. Still trailing 14. We have an epic, historic comeback in store. Fired 2nd level. Thrash again. He's having a very nice football game. First down into Jet territory. Here come the Browns. Hey, Bo, welcome in. Sanders gives it up the middle. Quinchon wiggly through the hole for 12, for 15, and he almost broke it all the way through. But another big run for Judkins and a first down. Browns. We put him in at the beginning of the 4th quarter. This is just his 2nd drive, Bo, when they were down 31-10, but he scored on the first one. Here comes his 2nd one. Somebody moved, but he gets back. No free play. Sanders fired over the middle again. Chief 10 to the 5. David Njoku down. They'll call his knee down at the 6. 1st and goal, Browns. Oh, boy. It's getting interesting.
I know the Browns finally showing a pulse.
Yes.
Actually have a sign of life, like they've got some intention of maybe trying to win this game, but they've got to have more of that, and they've got to have it in a hurry.
And they're actually calling some creative plays. Lucas checks in as an extra tight end. Quinchon tries to go wide. He won't get wide. There's Will McDonald, another former first-round pass rusher. A lot of first-round picks on this Jets team. Trips to the right side. 8 minutes to go. Give it Q again. Q tries to go wide to the 10, to the 5. And Thomas gets him down at the 5-yard line. Thought that the hole maybe was up the middle. He chose to bounce it wide now. 3rd and goal. Clearly 4-down territory for the Browns. Sanders back to pass. He'll wiggle. He'll step up. He'll seize green grass to the 5, and then he'll be tackled at the 3. Ripped to the ground with some authority that time by a very excited linebacker. Good tackle on the play. That's Kobe King. He's a rookie from Penn State. He was not playing particularly well, Bo. No. Browns are going to kick a field goal? Question mark? Flag on the play? Oh, they're going to rough the kicker, and the Browns will get new life. Kevin Stefanski, you genius. You're just playing chess when the rest of us are playing checkers. 1st and goal from the 1. Motion coming from Jamari Thrash. Fake the pop pass. Give it to Q. Breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Browns! Oh, boy. Here we go. Everybody who left, get back on the sim. We got a 1-score game with 8 minutes to go. Quinshon Judkins breaking tackles into the end zone. That was the key one right there. There's that rookie again, Kobe King. And Schmidt, let's hope he's okay after getting blasted. Hey, Black Roz, welcome on, by the way. His kick is up, and his kick is good. What a turn of events. They settle for 3. He gets roughed. They score a play later, and the Browns have scored 2 touchdowns in the last 8 minutes of football. Well, it feels, Bo, because they were playing the Jets, I believe, in that game, in Baker's first game, where he came in for Tyrod. We sure do, Wendell. 80 yards rushing for Fields. Breece Hall is over 230 yards rushing, and you know that's where they're going. So everybody's got to have eyes on 20 right now. 6:50, there's plenty of time, but you cannot let them score any more points. Blitz coming again! Is that 5 for Myles? It is! He ties his record from a week ago. Myles Garrett with 5. Woo. Was it the second half that he came in, Bo? I can't remember exactly when in the game Baker came into the game. That had been like a week after John Drosy traded Carlos Hyde so that they would have to play Nick Chubb. Oh, some striking similarities. Still 6:22 to go. Fields across the middle, decked by Rayshon Jenkins. 3rd and 19 coming up. Whew, just don't let him scramble for 20. He's done that too many times today. He'll throw short across the middle. Taylor caught back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. And a punt upcoming now. And the Browns are going to have 5.5 minutes to try to tie the game. What a turn of events here. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy on sports. The Browns were dead in the water, 31-10. After some goading from the chat, we decided to put Shedeur Sanders in, and he's gone back-to-back touchdown drives. And maybe this is why we would like to see him in real life, because he always seems to do this in the sim. Sampson goes wide, 30, 35, 40. Dylan Sampson, 45, 50. He's got space on left side. One more block by Thrash. Can't finish it, but a big gainer there into Jet territory. Woo-hoo!
Well, big plays like that will make a big difference in a game in this kind of a spot. You get that big chunk yardage, a lot of momentum going on for the Browns, and certainly what you want to see if they can punch this in, opportunity to maybe win it very late, still in the 4th quarter.
Indeed, and actually probably a good play by Thrash, because that would have been a block in the back. Over the middle, nice catch by Tillman. He did a nice job to not actually block that cornerback, because it would have been a block in the back. So heads-up play for him. Shame on me for telling him to block. Motion back into the backfield for the Quinshon. They'll dump it back out to him on the right side against the linebacker. Quincy Williams almost gets the corner. That was a cool play. Make the defense declare how they're going to cover him and then swing it right back out to him for a 1st down. Sanders, pump fake. Max protect, and he'll be sacked up his gut right by Kobe King. We've now seen 15 sacks in this football game. Whew, that's a lot of sacks. That is a lot of sacks. Sanders a little limping it to get up after that one. Rocket Sanders checks into the game behind him. Backfield of Sanders and Sanders. 3:32. They'll stretch it that way. They'll play action out of it. Boot over to Fannin. Can Fannin get the corner? Juke move to the 30 to the 25 and then down to the 21. That was a nice little run after catch for Harold Fandon. 3rd and 7. A lot of Jets up at the line. Will they bring both of the blitzers? They will, but they're going to play action out of it again. And Sanders, can he escape Johnson? He throws it away. And nobody was open. He doesn't take the sack, so they save clock, but now it's 4th and 7. And with 3 timeouts, I won't call it the game, but we're going to kick the field goal again. Maybe they're hoping for a roughing call. Schmidt's kick is up, and it's good. I guess it means the touchdown wins it for you instead of ties it for you. I do not understand a field goal there.
I mean, the philosophy there is you're kicking your game-winning field goal on the drive before, trusting your defense for a 3 and out, and that you'll have enough clock with the 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts in order to get yourself downfield for a game-winning touchdown. Now, it's not a high probability way to win a game because that's a lot to ask all back to back to back. But with the way this game has gone, it's not outside of the realm of possible.
All right, one more stop, defense. That's all we need. One more stop. Breece Hall up the middle. He's got a big gain, another first down. Delpit decks him, but unfortunately the damage is done in the form of a first down. Browns call their first timeout, trailing by 4. Man, this thing was 31-10 a quarter ago. Literally, the end of the third quarter, it was 31-10, and here we are, 31-27. You know they're giving it to 20. Or they're going to play action out of it. Now Justin Fields in trouble. He'll be sacked by Mahmoud Diabate at the 36. 11 sacks for the Browns.
Yeah, they have been getting home with a vengeance and really spreading around the love. Obviously, Myles Garrett leading the way, but a lot of players getting involved back there.
2nd and 15. Fields in a shotgun, alone in a shotgun. Just keep him in that pocket. Miles hits him as he throws incomplete. Went wide open to the right side. Josh Reynolds again was there, and a huge first down. Justin Fields bailing his team out. He took a shot from Miles, but completes a pass. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And now the Browns just the 2-minute warning to go. So first down ends the game. Breece Hall to the right. TFL, or get him out of bounds, or let him run for a first down. Did he get out of bounds, though? He did. No more first downs. At this rate, you're still looking at like a minute left if you get the football back. Fields, left side, tipped up in the air, incomplete. Not sure why they're throwing, but we'll take the stopped clock. Oh, man. 2nd and 10. Why are they throwing? They're going to dump it to Breece Hall. Left side will be tackled by Campbell at the line of scrimmage, and that takes us to the 2-minute warning, 3rd and 10. All right, well, here's the game, friends. Here is the game, and I guess that field goal is pretty important because a field goal keeps it a touchdown deficit here. I'm looking a play ahead. Fields back to pass on 3rd and 10. Pressure is pretty good, but he'll step up in the pocket, then he'll throw it out of bounds. Oh, Justin, that is the wrong choice for you. At the very least, you run and you slide and you keep the clock running. Browns are going to have tons of time now. Oh, my.
Yeah, huge mistake there. They could have had it down near a minute. Instead, they're going to give the ball back to the Browns with almost 2 minutes left. That is a massive turn of events for the Browns.
Even taking a sack is better than that. Folk makes the field goal, but the Browns got $1:50 to go here. Shedeur Sanders. Can you imagine bringing his team back from 21 in the 4th quarter? Is it possible? They'd build the statue now. Put it in the middle of Brook Park and let the stadium get built around it. I went up to the Cavs game this past weekend. There is some earthworking happening outside of the Brook Park space. Back to pass, Shedeur. He's got time. He'll fire over the middle. Caught by Judy, but only for a gain of 7. They got to hurry, and they will. Shedeur getting everybody lined up, hustling to the line. Just 10 seconds taken off the clock from that play. Back to pass again, Shedeur. Now he'll roll to the right side. Fired back to the left. Got a man incomplete. Judy couldn't hold on. That would have been a tough catch, but was in his hands. Probably goes as a drop now. 3rd and 3 for the Browns. Sanders in a shotgun again. Efforting a massive comeback. He'll step up. He could have run for it. He'll throw for it instead. Bond's got a first down and inside the 35 of the Jets, and they're going to hurry again. It's just the most Browns game ever, says Bo. If we hadn't seen it a dozen times in sim form, I would say you're absolutely right. Somebody was offsides. They're going to get no flag on it, and they're going to sack him from behind. 6th sack of the day, and the Browns have to hurry. Got to hustle back to the line. 3rd and 16. I think Sanders could have run it, chose not to. Pressure again, and he's sacked twice, and now he can't spike it. It's 3rd and 22. Guys are huffing and puffing. You're making them sprint all the way back to the line. Malachi Corley's in the game, and now 3rd and 22. Just pick up half of it, Shador, or take another sack. Oh, boy. Your own comeback thwarted by 3 pretty bad coverage sacks. Now we'll play action on a 4th and 28. Last play of the game. Last chance. He'll step up. He'll run for it. Now he chooses to run, and there's a turnover on downs. And like most things, the Browns laughably come up short. After a really, really nice comeback attempt, they got bad again at the wrong time. Oh, boy.
Yeah, they struggled there at the end, but they did have a great comeback going.
They did.
They just couldn't quite capitalize.
They sure did. But if this were to happen, if for whatever reason Shador comes in and they score, 17 unanswered points, probably going to get to start the next game, would be my guess. Regardless, Jets 34, Browns 27. Kit, go ahead and wrap this one up for us.
Well, certainly not the outcome you're looking for, but like we talked about earlier, a little silver lining
Unless
here.
it is the outcome you're looking for, yes.
Right, with the little draft action. It hurts to see a comeback like that and then not finish it out, but certainly was some good effort. And Shador played pretty well until the last little bit there where he just kind of sat there and took sacks.
Yep.
And chose not to run the ball, and then inexplicably did choose to run the ball in the wrong spot. But there a one-handed grab from Judy just to show off.
Yeah, that play was insane.
Having a hard time catching it with 2 in the real life, and here he's just going to snatch it out of the air with 1. But anyway, been not the game you really wanted as a Browns fan. Certainly some things that felt like a little bit Madden-esque in terms of gashing of the Browns' run defense and some of the forverts things, but there were opportunities, and sadly, like a lot of things Browns this season, opportunities missed.
Stats today: Justin Fields 17 of 28, 182 yards, had a touchdown and an interception in this one. Breece Hall today, 26 carries, 249 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He was absolutely the best player, and Fields added another 79 with his own legs. They were a 1-2 punch that the Browns ultimately could not overcome. Josh Reynolds, 5 for 54. Mason Taylor, 4 for 35. Garrett Wilson, just 3 for 45. 2 for Hall, 2 for Lazard, 1 for Khalil Herbert. That was that 2-point conversion. On the defensive side of the ball, Isaiah Oliver with 14 tackles, 12 for Thomas, 12 for Quincy Williams, 11 for Cisco. 2.5 sacks for the rookie Tyler Barron, 2 for Michael Clemens, Kobe King, Phillips, and Jermaine Johnson had 1.5 for Oliver today. The pick was by Andre Cisco as well. For your Cleveland Browns, Dylan Gabriel started the game, was 11 for 22 for 108 and interception. Then with about 40 seconds left in the third quarter, we made the change. Shador came in, he went 10 for 14 for 147 and a touchdown. Those two things are not the same. Quinshawn, 17 for 77 with 2 touchdowns. He did his part today. Gabriel with 3 scrambles. Dylan Sampson with 2 nice runs, including that 32-yarder. Shador had a couple of scrambles, just maybe one more that we would have liked to seen a little bit earlier. Jerome Ford had just 2 catches. Thrash was nice today, 4 for 80, 4 for 45 for the Chief. 4 for 34 for Tillman, welcome back. 3 for Bond, 2 for Quinshawn, 2 for Fannin, and 2 for 21 plus the touchdown, but also 2 drops for Jerry Jeudy. So they're figuring that part of his game out in the sim as well. For the Browns, 14 tackles for Devin Bush and 11 for Jerome Baker, kind of playing that Carson Schlesinger role. 10 for Myles Garrett because 7 of them were TFLs. He had 5.5 sacks. Just absolutely unreal. Per usual for Myles Garrett. And if the Browns win on Sunday, we'll have to cancel all of it out when I force win them to actually win the game. 3.5 for Mike Hall. Welcome back to the starting rotation, Miles. Harden with 1, halves for McGuire and Diabate, but mostly it was these two gentlemen, Hall and Garrett. Monster games for both. The pick was for Denzel Ward. Browns come up short, but boy, it was exciting at the end. We appreciate you joining us for the end of it, guys. That was a lot of fun. We do really appreciate you being on. For Kit hanging out in Georgia tonight, Phil here in Central Ohio. We are Nagy on Sports, guys. We do appreciate all of our subscribers. Again, thank you so much. Also hit that thumbs up button on the way out. Keep telling your friends about the channel. We very much appreciate it. Kit, anything else to wrap it up?
Nope. Just go Browns and hopefully some better results on the horizon somewhere someday.
We'll see. If you want to chat with us during the game, you can join us on our Discord, guys. There's an invite link in the description of this video. Discord's free and easy to use, and you can hop on our Discord channel if you want to chat with other Nagy Nation folks during the real Browns game on Sunday. All right, go Bucks this weekend, go Browns on Sunday. Today we will say go Jets, and as always, go Browns.